That's really what we need. We need to be optimistic about the future. And the more the government gets in the way, the more the government controls our lives, the less liberty, the less prosperity, and the less happiness we're going to have in the process. Just look at what's going on around the world and even in America. Hello. Welcome to episode 69 of This Week's Economy. I'm your host, Dr. Vance Ginn, president of Ginn Economic Consulting, contributor at 15 free market think tanks, and former chief economist of the White House's Office of Management and Budget. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to dive into why free market capitalism is the best path to let people prosper, drawing from historical insights and economic principles. So let's explore three key reasons. There are many more, but let's start with these three. Well, for one, it fosters innovation. Free market capitalism is a powerful engine for innovation, allowing entrepreneurs to create and compete, drives technological advancements and economic growth. The historical success of capitalist economies in fostering innovation can be traced back to the Industrial Revolution. During this period, the freedom to innovate led to groundbreaking inventions like the steam engine, electricity, and the telephone, revolutionizing industries and improving living standards globally. Innovation flourishes in a free market system because entrepreneurs and businesses are motivated by profit and loss and the need to differentiate themselves from competitors. This competition incentivizes continuous improvement and the development of new products and services that benefit society. And the losses are just as important as the profits because the losses tell us what we need to do different and weeds out the bad actors and those who cannot compete in the marketplace. Number two, efficient resource allocation. Free market capitalism efficiently allocates resources through the price system determined by supply and demand market process. This ensures that goods and services are produced based on consumer preferences and needs rather than government mandates. The price system in a free market economy communicates information about scarcity and abundance, guiding producers and consumers to make informed decisions. Historically, economies that have embraced free market principles have seen more efficient resource allocation and higher productivity, meaning higher wages and better living standards overall. For example, the post-World War II economic boom in the United States, known as the, quote, golden age of capitalism, saw rapid industrial growth and increased consumer good production. The market's ability to allocate resources efficiently was a significant factor in this prosperity. And number three, promotes liberty, property rights, and voluntary cooperation. Free market capitalism promotes individual liberty and economic freedom and facilitates voluntary transactions that benefit all parties involved, or they wouldn't act. They wouldn't get into these transactions. This system enables people to pursue their interests and improve their living standards through mutually beneficial exchanges. The importance of private property rights is fundamental in a free market capitalism, which is why you need limited government, not a lot of government, but a limited government to at least support private property rights. These private property rights ensure that individuals can control their assets and use them as they see fit, providing a foundation for economic transactions and wealth creation. These rights encourage investment and innovation as people are more likely to invest in and improve their property if they can reap the benefits. You also have other issues that are going on where voluntary cooperation is essential in a diverse society where people might not always agree. Free market transactions allow individuals to work together to achieve common goals, even with different beliefs or preferences. This cooperation is evident in the global marketplace where businesses and consumers from different cultures and backgrounds trade, benefiting from each other's comparative advantages. The history of capitalism is replete with examples of how voluntary cooperation has led to prosperity. From the trade networks of the Hanseatic League in medieval Europe to the modern global supply chains, free market principles have enabled people to work together and thrive. Free market capitalism has supported the most prosperity in human history and should be strengthened, not cast aside by policymakers and society. By embracing these principles, we can continue to foster innovation, efficient resource allocation, and individual liberty. Too often today, many people are wanting to take a side route outside of capitalism and go towards a top-down approach from the national conservatives, the Christian nationalists, and the progressive progressives, of course, want to move in this direction. We need more classical liberalism, libertarianism, and even freedom conservatism, which I'm a signer of, that allows for more free market capitalism, because that's going to bring about the most amount of prosperity today and for the future. And that's what I hope for my kids, my grandkids, and so many more. And I hope you do too. That's really what we need. We need to be optimistic about the future. And the more the government gets in the way, the more the government controls our lives, the less liberty, the less prosperity, and the less happiness we're going to have in the process. Just look at what's going on around the world. And even in America, we have too much socialism, not enough capitalism. When you think about the commanding heights of the economy, whether it be healthcare, well, 60 to 70% is dominated by government spending, meaning you, the taxpayer, getting redistribution of those funds instead of direct payment, which is what we need to get back to. Education, K through 12 education, about 90 cents of every dollar is from the taxpayer, right? Where you're not able to choose. And that's one reason why school choice is so important. When you look at manufacturing, so much of it is it's driven by government, and where they have industrial policy that's getting involved. This is all going to create more problems in the future. When you look at energy, they also have a lot of subsidies for electric vehicles and other things that are going on, and wind and solar, unreliable sources of energy. I mean, you just go through all the different sectors of the economy. More and more of it is coming from government instead of the productive private sector. We've got to get back to free market capitalism, or we are going to be on the road to serfdom that Hayek warned us about many years ago. So let's get back to the Adam Smith's view of 1776, where we have free market capitalism that comes in. And I don't agree with everything that Adam Smith said. I don't agree with most people on everything, but he had a lot of the things right, even way back then. We should learn from those things instead of repeating the failures of other countries and even here in America. So thanks for tuning in to episode 69 of This Week's Economy. I hope these issues that I'm discussing help you better understand our world. Please like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends and family. And for more insights, visit, and to get the show notes as well, visit vanceginn.substack.com and vanceginn.com. And don't forget, get a paid subscription today over at vanceginn.substack.com, so you do not miss more information under the paywall that I have in every newsletter. And it really is a pleasure to have you join me each and every time. I'm on vacation actually this week, so that's why this was a little bit shorter than some of my other ones, but I really wanted to give you this information here today. So until next time, let people prosper.